Hello and good evening, everyone. Tonight we come to you with very heavy hearts. We have an empty spot in the booth tonight. Unfortunately, our fellow competitor, our broadcasting partner, and good friend Justin Petschauer passed away a week ago. We will be celebrating his life today with this 125-mile race for the Indy Oval Series here at Indianapolis. Thank you for joining us in this celebration here at Indianapolis at the Brickyard, my hometown. Justin did get a chance to see his one and only Indianapolis 500 last May, one of his bucket list items. Told me how excited he was, and it seems very appropriate to be at Indianapolis today on this occasion. Joining me in the booth also with just as sad of a heart, and it's hard to believe that just a couple of weeks ago we were talking to the guy. And 1 minute he's here, we're laughing, nothing's wrong, and the next minute, all of a sudden, we have an empty hole in our hearts, Lewis.
Yeah, actually, it's very hard to believe after the race on Thursday night when we went to the bed, we finished that, and then we received a big and hard and broken messenger from the people around about Justin. I always said this. People never forgotten if we will always remember them. And it will always be the case here in P1. And to be honest, we remember Well Done, Bush, Sanardi, and we want to remember Justin for long time ago, and long time actually, for every single thing he did over here, and especially in every Tuesday night, be with us since I think it was on Phoenix. I think the last we did, with Phoenix, when we have this not discussion but misunderstanding about where was the big wreck on Nigel Mansell.
And I think he was right. I think he was right. I think I was wrong, and I think he was right. Yes, and I will give him all the credit in recalling that one as accurate as possible. And that is we had a laugh about that, and that's continues to be one of my enduring memories of him. Was that last conversation? We had a good one. That was a good race, but. Very heavy hearts. We are racing here tonight at Indianapolis. This is our it's the third and final race of the Triple Crown. We're not going to have a Triple Crown winner this year. Clindy won at Michigan. Adam Blocker won at Pocono. So somebody could win two crown jewels tonight. Could that be Clindy? We don't know. Could that be Blocker? We don't know. But the big thing coming into today, outside of, and I will let you talk about it real quick before we get into the starting lineup. We will do a silent starting lineup tonight in honor of Justin, who normally used to read that off. But here are the points coming into today's event. And Clindy's got himself a pretty, kind of a somewhat commanding lead right now with just a few more races to go in this championship, Lewis.
Yeah, for sure. I think I put in we put it actually, not me. We put it in the goal, Adam Blocker, because he has 7 weeks started. Unfortunately for him, he have a DNF in one of the races yesterday. Actually, this one, 22, and the second race of the week, he DNF with 6 laps to go, with 6 laps only on the race. So. I think he have a chance to have something over here, to gain a lot of points, and this is going to be good things for the championship, because it's going to be very close with 2 to go. We finish this season and there. So we're gonna go to the lineup with the Robert Maleska pole position today.
And there you see the starting lineup. We will cycle through silently in honor of our good friend, Justin Petschauer.
Do you remember the words he said every time when he be coming on turn 4, 3, and 4? What do you say, guys?
Go racing.
Yes, sir.
And a field of Pet Shower blue, Forsyth blue liveries all throughout the top and bottom of this 21 car field. Green flag is out. We're 3 wide, just behind the leader. Is Robert Malechka is going to take the lead in the 1.
That's a lot of Villeneuve, Tracy. What else we have over there? Campertier, for sure, JP. It's a lot of blues and there, and it's good to have it. 4 cars on the front, including Phil Krause coming back with long time ago of this race in memory of Justin in here in Indianapolis.
And we have a car automatically coming all right away, coming to the pits. That is Clindy. Also joining him is the Cat.
Oh no, I have a front wing broken.
Yes. So some damage already on the front wing of Clindy. Points leader on pit road.
You have an incident with Christian Macrelli, Durazo, and a restart. That's pain. Clindy, I don't know what happened with him.
I think he had damage on his front wing. I think his left front wing plane looked a little out of joint. Tyler Russell to the inside of Phil Krause. Whoa!
I think the incident is there is with Dave Mitchell, but I think Clindy went too close on turn 1 and 2. That's why the front wing damage for him.
Back up front, Robert Malechka looking for his 5th win on this scan at Indianapolis here in the Oval Series. He's your all-time wins leader at this scan. It's him with 4 right now, Adriano Pinero with 2, Phil Krause with 2. And then we got Caleb Brashear, Jacob Oster, and Ty Aquila each with 1. This is really Robert Malechka's racetrack, and we're just all kind of borrowing it from him for the time being.
That is true. Good to have a blocker on the front, actually, with the thinking about the championship. We have a 2 to go. Unfortunately, next week is Milwaukee. We're talking about Milwaukee for a long time after Thursday night and all that stuff. And we're going to be over there on next week. And there's going to be only 1 race, good points, and should be blocked. It's going to be over there. And if we keep blockers finish on top 3, it could be gained at least 220 points, at least. For the championship, we're going to get maybe a top 3 or top 5 for sure. It's out of the top 5 of the championship. So, on the last is Chicagoland. So, that is going to be a good race for the definition of the championship. With Blocker, Clandy. Actually, it's not here. Brandon Prost, I don't see Brandon Prost, actually, on the lineup. No, it is not. Interesting.
There's Robert Malechka, your leader. Clindy grasping to stay on to the lead lap here at lap 6 of 50. Thank you for joining us, everybody, tonight. Best thing that we'd like for you to do tonight, aside from enjoying the action on the racetrack, is in chat. It would be really, really nice if you had any good memories of Justin, anything you'd like to share. Anything that always struck you about him. He was always, the guy when it came to being the ambassador for the IIS. If you had any good memories you'd like to share, please put those in chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, also put them in the comments, because we would really like his family to come back here and to see how well respected that Justin was and well liked in this community that he was. So please leave those memories in chat and in the comments for us.
John Stellar with the meatball flag hit the wall on turn, I think it's 2, actually 1, exit on the 1, and he's gone. He's coming to. No, he's still rolling, but he have a meatball flag. So
he is going to have to answer the meatball flag here in the next 5 laps and get that damage taken care of. But again, he's also in the thank you, Justin livery.
Clendy is about to lose a lap over the Maleshka on front.
This livery has a very rich history here at the Speedway. In fact, it sits in the Hall of Fame Museum. The last time it raced competitively, I believe it was a win in the 95 Indy 500.
Oh, yeah. Actually, sorry for interrupting with that. So, Jason Broffin hit the wall in turn 4. And that's why they have a conversation in between Ty Quill and him about the damage on the car. Little bit damage on the car they have, so maybe sidepod have some damage, and it's no drag for him on front, so it is okay. I see a little bit damage on the sidepod, but no big deal. He can keep going actually.
From the point of view of Ty, we're riding with him right now. He doesn't. We can't see damage from this angle. Let's get a lower view here from one of our camera shots. This is Jason Brophy. There he is in the foreground of your screen. Tyquilla in a livery with the color honoring Justin. And can't really see on this side of the race car, not through the short chute, not through this side of the chute. It's going to be on the other side of the car. We'll see as he comes through turn 2. Impossible to see from that angle.
Yeah, he start to lose time. He is 2 seconds behind all the Adam Blocker, and I assume if we don't have a yellow flag, it's gonna be exciting photo finish between Maleshka and Blocker on the end. But for now, no, not for now.
We heard from the drivers and read on many of the community posts that this is not a very good setup, and really, it was the initial thought that was given to me pre-race that whoever starts up front, that's unless they make a mistake, and we don't really see Robert Maleshka make mistakes. It's going to be whoever starts up front, it's their race to lose. And right now, Robert Maleshka is looking at win number 5 here at this scan of the Brickyard. Become the he's already a all-time wins leader here at this scan.
Yeah, he started to pull away. Actually, he make the pass of Glendy. He started to pull away. Even Blocker can follow back. It's 1.3 behind on the Robert. Actually, it's 7/10 behind on Glendy. He's on the 18 behind.
Put the camera on Brophy for some reason. I was trying to get the camera on Blocker. Blocker might be playing long game here. He's back there obviously saving fuel. Robert didn't save much fuel, or wasn't in an opportunity to save much fuel. He did get behind Clindy a while, but then managed to pass Clindy. With these pole today, Robert Maleshka becomes the all-time pole leader at this track. That's his 3rd pole at Indianapolis on this scan, and he moves ahead of Adriano Pinero. Should be no surprise to anybody who he's passing there. And Adriano did message me this week, says hi. So it's good to hear from the Brazilian ace.
What did he say about to the future?
I think we're going to see him again. I think we'll see him back in the virtual cockpit again, probably at the start of the year.
He's very interesting about what is happening on ERL. Very interesting. And I'm really scary about that.
Bit of a power vacuum right now on the top of the ERL. It's Robert Maleshka, the leader. Adam Blocker 2nd. Jason Brophy in 3rd. Tyquilla 4th. Phil Kraus in 5th. Bill Kraus owns the farthest back of a win here in the Indy Oval or Indy Fixed Series lineage. And it came here at Indianapolis. He started, I believe, from 27th position to win a race here. He's also done it from dead last in the IIS, but he's not the all-time leader in coming from the most positions in the back to get a win. That actually belongs to Jacob Oster here on the channel. He improved 41 spots to win at Votive in Chicagoland last year, yes. And that statistical dead tie race. Oh, car into the wall coming off the corner. That is Brian Campbell. He keeps it off the inside wall, but that's going to cost him a momentum. Here comes MAB to the inside.
Oh, big damage on Campbell. It's not damage. It's just slightly damage on the side pod, but it's not really big. Actually, he have a damage on the side pod. It's like kind of B in there, and it's coming. Matt Hollywood for nope, not yet, but it's coming soon. I think it's gonna start to lose speed for sure. That's just really annoying when you lose speed in this track, and also it's very difficult track to turn in, and you don't have a speed. It's like it's not good.
This is the 58th race in the fixed and oval series lineage at Indianapolis. Indianapolis has appeared just about on every season's schedule with the exception of at least 3, I believe.
That's weird.
This is the 12th race on this scan. 58th total. 718th race in the championship lineage's history. Elijah Gilson sneaking up on Adriano Fraporti. Again, it's almost next to impossible to pass. So we will be finding drama moments as we can. Other than that, we're looking at, unfortunately, pretty much a single file parade race for about 50 laps. Drivers are not very happy with this setup, but everyone is in the same boat.
Yeah, actually, in the same boat, in the same Elijah Gibson got to almost on the wall. Good to lifting a little bit over there. 113 Fahrenheit on the track, 78.5 on the ambient. Maybe more tough. Used to be more hot, for sure. Used to, but not anymore. But I think make a little bit problems, like you said. Is the people mentioned the setup is really bad. You don't have too much time to pass in.
No, yeah.
Actually, you don't have none. Just
right.
maybe after the pit road, maybe you're gonna have some. Maybe 2 or 3 laps, and then everyone is going single file. That is no, you don't want. That's the people don't want to race over here like that. But it is what it is, and you said everyone is the same page, and they need to handle with that.
Olechka has pulled away to a 2.2 second lead. That is something you don't see very often here at with this package and with this speedway, is someone managing to pull off a big lead right now. But he is well within the draft envelope of Clindy by about a second, so he is definitely using that draft as we are almost reaching the halfway point. Adriano Fraporti in 12th spot, the mailman. He's also the Iron Man of the series. He owns the all-scan Indianapolis start record, and he's in his 23rd start here at the Brickyard in top split competition. Well, what are you giggling for? What are you giggling for?
Good. Yeah, that's good for him. At least we're talking about good things about the risk he status and stuff.
Somebody has to have the most starts, right? Might as well be Fraporti.
Well, at least we're talking about good things. about him. And to be honest, it's like it's the opinion. I make it because I already raced with him. It's like but it is what it is.
Christian McCrelly coming to pit road, scheduled stop here at lap 22. So this will be his one and only stop. Remember, 3 sets of tires for all these crews on pit road. That's with 1 in the car, 2 in the pit. So he is going to a new set, down and away. And that should be his one and only stop here at Indianapolis for tonight. Now, right now, between all scans of this racetrack, there is a tie for the most wins between all scans of this racetrack. Of course, this is the newest scan. The previous scan, that also 4 wins by Brendan Trost there. So right now there is a deadlock at the top for the most wins at all time here in Indianapolis between Malechka and Trost. So if Malechka gets the win, he will break that and also have not only the scan lead, but the all-time wins lead here in Indianapolis. Here in the IR, not necessarily the IR18, but the Indy Oval and the Fixed Oval Series lineage.
Murphy and Chad asking who has the most incident point.
I can't answer that. Well, okay, let me put it this way. Chances are, if you have a lot of starts at a racetrack, you're going to have more incidents than an average person, right? Statistically speaking, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, that's true. Dave Mitchell missed the braking point on the pit road, on the entry of pit road, and he's just slide and hit the wall. No wheel, he's damaged.
I will ask my database who has the most sense. I don't think I will answer that question. I don't think I will. Dave Mitchell, unfortunately, you're right, retires. He started off this season very strong. And unfortunately, a DNF here late in the season. Here is the schedule for the remainder of the season. We go to the Milwaukee Mile and then Chicagoland Speedway. That is your season right there.
Wait, we never say this. We always say in between 3 us. So Justin, you and I. But today we beat Truck Series.
It was very close. I don't know. Did we actually end up beating them? Because we were beating them at one point.
I have to check on the end about that. But for sure, we maybe beat for something.
Parker Lindemann running down the Ironman. Adriano Faporti. Lindemann in that Kirkwood livery.
And the call for the pit. I think it is the first one in the top 10 coming. Actually, oh no.
Oh, we got Kirkenbauer. We got Josh Ward on pit road as well.
It was for Kraus. He killed the tires.
Well, he only needs them to get down to a spot. He'll get a fresh pair. On pit road is Indy. Also on pit road is the 12 of Holland Ball. And also on pit road is Faporti in that orange tipped car. Watching all of these drivers get standard service, new sets of Firestone Firehawk tires, and a full tank of Shell Racing fuel. And they're down and away. Phil Kraus leaves. Glendy jumps him. Glendy's still going to have to come to pit road, though. I don't think that stop to repair that damage was far enough along to allow him not to stop again. Lap 28 of 50.
I think Robert's coming now.
Tyler Russell on pit road, along with Tyquilla. Malechka coming off of the turn 4 exit down to the set of cones and a 60-mile-per-hour pit road speed limit. He's on the button, and he will cruise all the way down to a spot on the far end of pit road. Also, right behind him, there's Brophy coming to pit road. He hits it a little bit more conservatively. That leaves Adam Blocker, who was doing exactly what I thought Adam Blocker was doing. He was out there working on some mileage behind Glendy, and he is going to go long into this run.
Yeah, the point is how fast is you can go after the guy on the front. The problem is he has Clendy on front, 1.3. It's not helped that much to at least have a momentum on the speed on the front, especially on the corner. So he needs to clean air on front, but Clendy is there. So yeah,
Blocker.
now it's gonna be a rough in front.
Blocker is your leader. Campbell is in second. He crosses the start-finish line. He's 13 seconds behind Gilson. Just behind Campbell. He is up to third. Parker Lindemann in that Kirkwood livery. He is in fourth. And Robert Malechka now rejoins in fifth. So for the exception of the top four, everyone has stopped on pit road. If you enjoyed P1's coverage of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series, as we see Adam Blocker come to pit road, make sure to do a solid and subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. We're not asking for any donations tonight. In fact, we are offering this stream commercial free.
Oops. Yeah, no.
That will turn the lead over to Elijah Gilson, who will get some TV time up front. Stick with us after the conclusion of this race. Immediately following this race, we will have a tribute to Justin, as well as our podium interviews. And again, if you have any memories of Justin, please feel free to share those in chat. Also, if you're watching this after the fact, please share those in the comments. Justin worked roughly 140 races with us here on the channel. 140 races, I think, is the equivalent of 7 full IndyCar seasons, give or take.
That's a lot.
So Malechka now resumes the lead by 1.2 seconds over Blocker. Blocker's torn into that lead a little bit by staying out longer. Clendy off of pit road, and he's going to pop out right in front. No, he's going to actually, I think he's going to throttle out of it here. No, that's not Clendy. He's going to make Malechka work for it on the high side. He's giving him room. He's staying to the inside, being predictable. And now he's going to make Robert try to pass him on the high side, going down the front straight. All the while, here comes Adam Blocker, now 6/10 to the lead.
Works a lot for Blocker, especially with the championship implication at this point, because Blocker is the only one can gain at least 400 points between today and next week. So it could be close for Chicagoland and maybe have some drop week in Chicago. Actually, Chicagoland is going to be the drop week for him. So it's going to be really interesting in this 80 to go with the Clendy ball and this dispute.
Clendy gets around or stays in front. 3 wide, going into one, down to the inside. Here comes Blocker. He says, I see an opportunity. I can't let up. If he gets around Clendy, he'll be in direct contact with Robert Malechka. Here comes Adam Blocker. Now around Clendy, he clears him, and now he's in the draft down the backstretch. Is he going to take a stab at him going into 3? Down the backstretch to the inside. Here comes Clendy to the inside. Clendy goes to the middle. We're going to go 3 wide through the corner. Almost touching wheels. And Clendy goes to the shuffles to the front, and that just gets him back on the lead into the lead lap. My goodness, I'm sure that Blocker and Malechka are not liking this, but they need to get around Clendy. There are no blue flags here in IndyCar racing on the oval.
Blocker says something, but I don't know what kind of thing. It was close. I don't know how net code didn't work over there or works. So it was side by side, legit wheel to wheel between Clendy and Blocker. I was close for Clendy, even Blocker go to the wall, sure.
Got really tight quarters there off of turn 3 on the north end of the racetrack. Now they're settled out. 35 of 50 in the books. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Don't forget, Justin would not want you to forget, of course, is the IIS this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern from the Chicago Meme Course. He'll be standing in for Washington, D.C. on the IIS schedule, 2 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it right here on P1. Of course, next week is Milwaukee. It'll be Milwaukee across the board for all series, Open, Oval, and IIS.
Did you like Markham race?
Did I like Markham race? Well, I tell you what. I was really rooting for Grosjean for a couple of things. I think he's paid his dues and he deserves a win. That's Dale Coyne's team, and that's, of course, the team that Brian Campbell works for. Here's Brian Campbell right here. So I would have loved for Campbell to experience what it's like in victory lane to get a win. I think that is the car he works on. I could be wrong. But he definitely does work for that team. So I was kind of pulling for Grosjean there. I'm very happy to see Marcus get the win. They're going to. I think they have to redesign the course a little bit. Sure. Certainly that hairpin, they're going to have to redesign a little bit. It just seemed like it was like the wild on the exit side of that hairpin was like the wild west. There was like so many different lines, different ways they can come off the corner. Maybe they want to keep it because of that. Maybe it's kind of one of those. What is it in we see the off-road racing here, the rally racing here on iRacing. They call it the Joker lap. Maybe that's a Joker,
yes.
Who also does something like that? The Formula E.
Formula E. That's what I'm going to. The point. They think it's gonna Formula E. That track is perfect for Formula E because I don't know how the Formula E hit each other and they keep going. But Formula One, sorry, IndyCar. They need. I hear about they need to work in don't install the car, but it's crazy, man. They need to change that stuff, man. And also when it's happened on Friday, I thought to go on Friday with my wife. I told her let's go on Friday to see some free stuff. Thank God I didn't go, man, because it was 1 hour and a half from where I live in to take the train to go over there to don't see nothing because everything's suspended.
And we're not doxing him. He's not doxing himself, everybody. He's in the Toronto area. Lewis lives in the Toronto area.
Yeah, but it's far. Actually, it is really far.
What would have been closer? Would have been Exhibition Place closer for you?
Oh, it is like 20 minutes in train and subway, or 35 minutes in subway. It's very close. It is there, actually.
Parker Lindemann is chasing down Christian McCrelly at the Yard of Bricks. Believe it or not, this is your closest battle on the racetrack. 1/10 of a second separating these two in the one. Oh, almost into the wall, both of them. Out the back of McCrelly's car. Go ahead.
Just checking maybe the championship point. Blocker is 424 behind. Because Glendy did that and helped Blocker, and Robert Maresca went to 1.7 behind. Sure, he's gonna get at least 280 or 2 something. So it's gonna be at least in top 3. Put down on Brian Campbell. But man, this champion is getting excited. In the last race, gonna be the finish between Blocker, Glendy, why not Ross? Campbell, I think, is a little bit out, but maybe in the contender, depend out about the drop weeks. But man, Blocker is in there.
McCrelly goes to the inside, down the front straight. Here comes Lindemann chasing in his. Oh, he gets into the wall a little bit on the entry to 1. Trying to widen it out as much as possible. For McCrelly, way up in the gray, but keeping a high exit and the momentum coming off the corner. Lindemann's going to have a full head of steam down the backstretch. McCrelly defends to the inside. Now he floats out so he can give himself a wider entry into 3. Down to the white line, almost clipping that concrete down into 3. Now down into 4 through the chute. Doesn't quite get down to the white line. High exit that time, and I'm wondering if he tried to bring Parker with him on that one. Parker had to lift a little bit.
Robert Maleska hit the wall. He's in the grass. Oh, he hit the wall. Something happened with Maleska. And he's frozen.
Something he doesn't see. He's going to... Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, contact. We got 2 cars involved. 3 cars involved. And that's going to be... that. Well, no, it's not going to be the race.
He said, I frozen. He said in the radio.
And it took out Hollaball. I think Durazo was in it. So we're going to see what happened. And he just comes off a 2. He goes to the inside wall in that runoff area. And he smacks the inside wall. That's definitely going to do some type of damage to the car. And now he's just going to run through the grass. Here comes Ty Quilla. He's going to pass him. Brophy's going to pass him. Now watch. He goes back up the racetrack. Look at Brophy. Look at the maneuver Brophy had to make. And then here comes Matt Hollenball.
Oh my God.
Here comes Matt Hollenball. I think Indy makes it through. Yeah, Indy makes it through. But Hollenball just clips him. He hits the wall. Durazo's into it.
Oh.
And Gilson makes it through, and we're under caution. A most unlucky and unfortunate caution. And there will be no 5th victory here at this scan for Robert Malechka tonight.
Well, maybe the people can see Robert went everywhere and tried to pull away, but the problem is the screen on his screen he have is frozen, so he don't have any like point of view where it's gonna be the car, and he thought maybe the car is on the wall, maybe outside on the wall, but man, the car went to the track, and it's no chance to even brake because you don't know where are you, so where here, so that is sorry, so it's very tough actually. So unfortunately for him, it's no mistake. It's just failure, mechanical failure.
Yeah, that's what we call a mechanical here in the community. It happens to all of us, whether it be a wrong time for Windows updates to hit, the USB hub decides it wants to disconnect. You name it, we've heard them all. 5 to go here at Indianapolis. Walker, Ty Quilla, Jason Brophy, PK making a rare start here in the series. Good to have PK on the lineup. Tyler Russell looking at another top 5 here. He's in 5th. Josh Ward in 6th. MAB in 7th. Indy in 8th. Brian Campbell in 9th. Parker Lindemann in 10th. Adriano Forporti in 11th. And then everyone from Forporti on back decided to come to pit road and throw on that last set of Firestone Firehawks and do a full send here with coming to 4 to go. I think we'll go green with 3 to go.
Man. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Robert. Anyways, Adam Blocker was almost at 2 seconds ahead over the Robert. And I think the victory was like a secure for Adam Blocker, actually, on the front.
Don't forget, this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the Chicago Street Circuit for the IIS. Second time ever running at the circuit. 2 p.m. Eastern this Saturday, right here on P1. As we're in the stretch run for the IIS Championship. Don't forget, later tonight, part of our triple header here on the channel, we will have the Indy Next Series. They will be at Lanier National. So there's a different racetrack and car combination. We'll not check that out. So no triple header tonight. Sorry, just a double header. So it'll be Indianapolis here for the IR18s right now, and then at 9:30, the Indy Next will be at Lanier. Next triple header on Tuesday will be next week. We go to Milwaukee, and then the Indy Next Series will also be at Milwaukee, and Area 51 will also be at Legacy Phoenix, proper Phoenix, if you will. 4 to go, lights out on the pace car. I don't know. This is, we've just about every Indy race that we've had this year, whether it be Open, the Open 500, the Fixed 500, the Elite Racing League 500, every single one of them has been close. And Lewis, we're looking at another one of those type of races right now, shaping up. Blocker, remember, he won the Open Series race. Quilla, remember, he was Rookie of the Year in the PRI Hoosier 500 and had a shot at the lead going into turn 3 on the last lap. Brophy has finished second or third in just about every race that we've had at this racetrack. And then there's PK, who's also won fixed and open competition at this racetrack. So any one of this top 4, this racetrack either has been very good to them or it owes them a win.
Yeah, actually, all these 4 guys, even 5, can win the race. And unfortunately for Adam Blocker, man, that yellow flag for him is going to be tough. He needs to defend at least 1 lap to keep it there, but Ty Quilla is going, and it's going for the lead.
I don't think Ty Quilla is going to waste time. Ty Quilla ran out of time in the PRI Hoosier 500 in a very similar position down the back straight from where we were in the PRI Hoosier 500. Ty Quilla on the outside, just like Joseph Newgarden over Pillow, still side by side through the corner. Still side by side. Now we're like the finish of this year's Indy 500. Oh, we got contact. We got a car spinning. Whoever gets to the, and that's the race. That's the race. Blocker is going to win.
Oh no, somebody in chat said, what did it say? Somebody in chat, let me see. Let's see. Frapporti tried to dog cause an incident challenge. Unfortunately for him, unfortunately for the person said that.
Oh.
Frapporti, he was involved in the. Oh no, he wasn't him. He was his fault. Clendy involved with the Frapporti. I think Frapporti went. He was a little slow with the old tires, and Clendy with the new tires. No chance.
And unfortunately, the field is frozen. And that will give Adam Blocker 2 crown jewels this season, but no triple crown. Ty Quilla going to finish second at the Brickyard again after finishing second in the IIS earlier this season. And Phil Krause in third, and that will be your podium.
Oh, actually, Quilla was close to win the race. He said on the radio, I almost got it. But it was close, very close.
I think we can go back and take a look and see where that was. So, let's ride with Ty. We're going to go full speed. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get into Ty Quilla's car here. And we're going to watch when these light up right here. And when they light up, that's when we'll pause it. And then we will see. It's really not as close. It looked a lot closer, but that's going to be your margin of victory right there.
They are going to make a lap after the checkered flag for Justin.
But we will take this lap in honor of Justin in silence, with Adam Blocker getting the win, Ty Quilla second, and Phil Krause in third. Thank you for that. Drivers did great. He would really enjoy that.
Yeah,
We'll get into the interview room here. So go ahead.
Sure. Yeah, Brofin said in the radio, thank you for all these years he broadcasting for us. Thank you so much, Justin. That.
Let's get in to the interview room here just momentarily, and I don't want to show that B-roll. that's Montreal still.
Oh no, wrong one.
There we go. Proper. There we go. And we will get into the interview room and interview the podium, which will be Blocker, Quilla, and Kraus. My replay is not showing me anything, so I'm going to have to re-queue one up. Sorry about that. So here we go. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. And there we go. All right. All right. Excellent. And we'll get in PK's car here. Purple People Eater. And I need to do this real quick. And there we go. On the fly production, as always. Here we go. Phil Kraus. And we will bring in Phil Kraus right now, just joining us in the booth. Hey, good to have you in the lineup tonight, Phil. Really appreciate it. It's been a while since we've seen you. P3 here tonight. Talk about your race. Not a very good setup, but everyone, I guess, was in the same boat and had the same thing they needed to put up with, and you brought it home third.
Yeah, pretty much just well, calling it a race is a bit of a stretch. It was a qualifying session, really, because once you got 3 laps on the tires, you couldn't really do anything. But big thing here, just happy to put on a big show for Justin.
And I think that's the key point here. It's good to have you in the lineup. I don't really have any other questions for you. I mean, it's just we don't see you that often. We know you're kind of getting preparation for the Pro Series if that kicks back off. But any memories of Justin? Anything that you want to share about him that come to mind? Being that you did a lot of racing in the IIS, and he was kind of the IIS ambassador.
Oh yeah, I always love chatting with him post race. He'd always poke and pick my brain for information, see if he could find anything himself as a driver, even though I know he didn't race a ton. He was mostly in the booth with you guys, but yeah, it was always a pleasure to talk to him after the races and hear what he had to say, hear what his thoughts were, and he's definitely going to be missed in the community. It's going to be a big hole for a while.
Agreed. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Just everyone on Powerside, Team Hype, and if you are interested, I'm pretty sure this is starting up. I'm not sure. P1 Docs is now doing a program for the Indy Fix series. So if you're interested in that, Rob's making those. As you know, I don't need to really hype up Rob at all, but if you're interested, look into that.
Well, thanks, Phil. I take it we're going to see you in a couple of weeks at the Expo?
That's the plan, yes, sir.
All right, we will see
all 3 days.
We'll see you for all 3 days. Then congratulations on the P3, and thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you for putting the show on.
No problem. That is PK. Let's bring in Ty Quilla, and here he is. Joining us in the booth is Ty Quilla. Ah, man, another P2 at the Brickyard. And on one hand, it's another P2 at the Brickyard. On the other hand, your finishing record here at the Brickyard has been pretty exceptional, highlighted by a win here in the Fix Series. So just so close there. The caution came out at the wrong time. So close, yet so far.
Yeah, this place is as big as it is. It often comes down to the littlest things, whether it's on pit road or someone hitting the wall a little too much. You know, this place finds a way to make me get to the front somehow, but it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to provide in the end as much as I want it to. So, but that's the nature of the game. You know, I often find myself fighting against Power Slide, which is a treat. But it sucks sometimes, you know, because they're some of the hardest people out here to beat, right? So they know how to defend on the inside, the outside, you know, whatever they got to do, especially when they have multiple numbers out there. So, you know, just happy to be there in the end, especially with this being a pretty important race for the community.
Wouldn't beating Power Slide, though, make it even more sweeter? I mean, Lewis and I both follow wrestling. I don't know if you follow wrestling, but Ric Flair used to have a saying, to be the man, you got to beat the man. And the man is on Power Slide or Team Hype there. And I'm going to guess that beating Power Slide, beating Team Hype, you would rather win a race with them in the lineup versus them not in the lineup. I mean, if you know you're doing something, if you could beat those guys, I'm guessing it's a little bit more sweeter, if you will. And I know that you're not too far off. I mean, the last 3 or 4 times we've been on a stream here with Indianapolis, you've been a player right there at the bitter end.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, all the Power Slide guys and girls, they're impressive. They're the peak of what oval racing is on iRacing. To be competing against someone of their caliber on this service, you just got to really take it in and do your best and really focus when those moments come. One day it's going to happen, and one day, you know, it's going to be a big one and it's going to feel amazing. Until then, we're just going to live in the fact that it's going to be really tough to beat them, and we're going to really celebrate when that day comes, because I know it will. You know, sometimes Rob has to drive me with dirty air, and I said in our chat the other day, I was like, you know, if Rob's having to drive me with dirty air, I think that means I'm doing something right, because he doesn't do it to everybody. So you know, it's like one of those. It's double-edged sword. It's kind of it sucks to get driven them defensively, but on the other side, it's like, hey, I can compete with these guys, and that's what we're here for. We're here for competition and tough racing. So I love racing with the Power Slide crew. It's a blast.
Well, congratulations on the P2. This is a 5.3 strength of field race today. And you're 4th in the standings. So, I mean, you're looking at a possible bottom step here in the championship. So every little bit matters with 2 more weeks to go. Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone you want to say hi to before we let you go?
You know, first thing I'm going to get off is just my teammates, Kyle, Ryan, Matt here today. I know the race didn't go quite their way, but appreciate all their help and support. You know, I was getting those good talks on the radio. Especially in these big moments, you know, it's always nice to have their support going against these Power Slide teammates. So appreciate their support as always. I've been struggling a little bit with my mentals, just a lot of stuff going not my way. So it's always nice to have their support. Always appreciate the community around you. Shout out to you guys for putting on this broadcast, especially you know, thank you for honoring our good friend Justin Petshower today. It's really weird this has all happened, and it's a very tragic and sad day. So as much as I'm happy about being here, honestly, the podium doesn't really mean that much to me today. It's just about honoring Justin, and that's the only reason I even showed up in the first place. So thanks for all you did for the community, Justin. We all appreciate you. We're all going to miss you, and we're all going to race in your honor. I plan on keeping that badge on my car for a while, if not even the whole setup for a while here. So thanks again for all you did. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family in this tough time, and yeah, just try not to choke up too much more about it. So thanks, guys.
We know how you feel, Ty. Believe us. So congratulations, and we'll catch you at the next one when we get to Milwaukee in a week.
You guys take care.
Let's bring in Adam Blocker, and here he is joining us in the booth. Adam Blocker, another win this season. You do win 2 of the crown jewels, but not the 3rd, unfortunately. But it's a good points-paying day. Bit of an odd race out there, racing with heavy hearts. But some exciting moments there, racing with Clindy, who was trying to stay on the tail end of the lead lap, and then also we had your teammate in the neck of the woods there, in the same neighborhood. Let's just talk about the race. I mean, we all heard that it wasn't a very good setup, but there were some moments of racing out there. Talk about what was like.
Yeah, I mean, before I get to that, I'll just, while I'm thinking about it, you know, just want to acknowledge Justin Petschauer because he did a lot for the community. Obviously a lot to help you guys, and I didn't know him personally, but he was probably the most passionate person in the community about like the IAS series, for example. So, definitely, it was. I think everybody was emotional thinking about that on the last, on the cooldown lap and the formation there. So, want to thank everybody for doing that. That was really cool. Yeah. My race, I didn't qualify as well as I wanted to, but I was thankful I had some teammates on the front row, and I got a good start and was able to take it 3 wide into 1. And normally I would never make that kind of move because I want to race patient at Indy, but like you were saying, you just can't pass with this package. So I just knew that I had to go. So I deployed my hybrid late in that restart, and Jason ran up top for me to give me clean air, and that kind of worked out for me. And then Jason killed it, and he had side pod damage, and that basically made it a race between Rob and I. And yeah, it was weird after the pit stop. Like Rob underfueled, so he was having to save in clean air, and then Clenworth was obviously out there in whatever position he was in. And yeah, I mean, I was just trying to obviously pass Rob while I didn't necessarily care if I was ahead of Clenworth or not because I'm not racing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was obviously getting involved. So we got close there into one time, and after that, I just decided, I'm happy to sit behind him because I looked like Rob wasn't going to be able to get back to me because I had a little bit better tires. So yeah, yeah, and then obviously we got the caution at the end, and I was kind of concerned about a late race restart dash because anything can happen on those. But we just got another quick yellow, so it didn't really matter.
Well, we will let you get on with the evening. Congratulations on another win. It's going to be key in the points championship when we start adding up these drops. A big 5.3K strength of field win is definitely going to pay well at the pay window. But I agree with you. I don't think we're all necessarily thinking about that right now. Any shout outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, I mean, it was big for points, but it's definitely not over. I mean, still got a couple weeks left, and anything can happen. It's definitely pretty close. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody in the team, especially Jason and Rob and Phil for tonight, and yeah, y'all for supporting the community, and yeah, just yeah, like I said, it was a tough race for everybody remembering Justin, but yeah, hopefully we did him proud. So.
We'll see you in a week, hopefully, when we get to Milwaukee. Until then, you take care.
Yep, see you then.
It was a good time now to. We didn't get a chance to talk about your driver of the race, Louise. We'll let you give the driver of the race, and I know that we said we would kind of save this last segment. Normally when we'd have our closing thoughts, and definitely we want to give our thoughts on Justin, and I thought I'll let you go first here. But your driver of the race, and then anything you'd like to say about Justin, because I think maybe next Stephen Larkamp, who was here for quite a few of those races. I think you were here the most amount. So you like me have got a chance to spend a lot of time with Justin Petschauer.
Sure, we spend a lot of time with him talking about the pre-race, talking about what is going to come in on IndyCar in the real life. Apparently, when he said that word, apparently I hear about or I read about that. And we talking about the World Cup when the Spain win the Argentinian, and that was pretty good for me actually, and also for him too. Or when the season started for the hockey league with the Vancouver Jets, also
Oh,
Vancouver
the
Jets.
Winnipeg
No,
Jets.
it's not
He
Vancouver. The
loved the
Winnipeg
Winnipeg Jets.
Yes,
Yes.
the Winnipeg Jets. So, um, yeah, we're talking about that. My team for sure is the Maple Leaf and Toronto Maple Leaf, but yeah, we share some stuff. But that depend on the season, and that's it. I think he have a lot. Also, the awkward moment when he want to tell about the history, and you tell about history, and both of them it's not fight, but they have opinions between history stuff. And the last one that we always want to remember. Actually, I want to remember always the last you have with him about the
He was right.
three
He was
from
right.
four.
It was
And
probably
it's-
right.
Yeah, it is tough. Actually, it's funny because I was checking that day about that and asking for ChatGPT who's right, and it's like I think he's right, but I don't want to say nothing. And you keep asking me questions about the race and stuff. It's like, oh my God, I need to find out. Anyways, but yeah, Justin was pretty good, and I was really passionate about everything. He knows mostly stuff. Talking about NASCAR also too. We don't talk about NASCAR, but the guy knows about NASCAR. About the sometimes it's like the comparison about that, but it's not really big. But
Yeah.
he knows a lot of stuff, and he's really a good guy. And I think like I said, we need to remember him, know what has he happened to him, what he did for us, and what he did for the community, and that's gonna be a good thing. We're never gonna forget people like that, even what has happened. So I think it's gonna be forever, ever, because even the family never gonna forget him, and we don't, sure. And I think the third spot, I know I was the fourth one, and then I become the third one, and now the second one. But he always gonna be the second one, and this spot and the Indy Fixed Series and the Oval Fixed Series is gonna be the second one, and always gonna be the spot for him. And I think nobody gonna take it from there. So I think the driver of the day is it doesn't matter to me. I think. The point is remember him, and that's the big point on this race today. So congrats to Adam. And on the side of the championship, he is in 150 points close to Clendy now. So it's a big battle for the championship, and that's gonna be in Milwaukee. So that's gonna be. I think it's gonna go for the double because he's leading the Open Series so far for now with 7 races, with 2 to go over there. So see you next week from Milwaukee once again. But it's gonna be a good race again in the Fixed Series. So see you there.
Okay. Yeah, there's some stats on Justin from when he raced in the IIS and when he raced in the Indy Fixed Oval, and his first race with us and his last race with us, and about 140 broadcasts. So as I mentioned, this week we lost our friend, and it's also our broadcast partner, and it's been a long established member of the IndyCar sim racing community. He just recently turned 37 years old. He was actually very close to just celebrating his 4th year with us very shortly for this month, as a matter of fact. Should have been so much more time. For those that have followed the IIS over the years, Justin probably needs very little introduction, as you've heard from the people talking already tonight. He was unofficially the ambassador of the series. He loved the IIS. He loved IndyCar, and most importantly, he loved everybody in the community surrounding it. He raced in it. He followed it. He promoted it. He supported all the drivers, always there to help, and he was always there. My own history with Justin in the broadcast booth began August 22nd, 2022. We're almost at that anniversary. Texas Motor Speedway, when he joined me and his longtime friend, Stephen Larkamp. Obviously, much has changed since then, but through those changes, Justin always remained. From Texas through his final broadcast with us at Legacy Phoenix on August 4th, Justin helped bring you roughly 140 races. That is about 7 or so complete IndyCar seasons, if you take real IndyCar scheduling into account. That's obviously nearly 4 years of working together every Monday or Tuesday night. I never imagined when we signed off from Phoenix that it would be the last time I would ever say goodbye to him, or bye, or take care. For the foreseeable future, this booth will be Lewis and me, and there's going to be an empty space here, but not an empty chair that somebody can fill. That will always belong to Justin. He was a racer, the broadcaster. He was our friend, and unofficially, he was the ambassador of the IndyCar iRacing series. So to Justin's family, friends, and everyone throughout the IndyCar and iRacing communities who knew him, and all of us here at P1 Broadcasting, we send our deepest condolences. Justin, I wish I had known Phoenix was going to be our last race. I wish we could have called one more, had one more conversation, shared one more laugh. But we don't always get to know when something is happening for the last time. So we must cherish the ones we have. And Justin, we had a lot of them. I want to thank you for the races. I want to thank you for the broadcast. I want to thank you for the laughs. And most of all, I want to thank you for being our friend. Goodbye, Justin, and thank you. Thank you for everything. Before we leave you tonight, Lewis and I would like to ask everyone watching one more time to join us in a moment of silence in memory of our friend and your fellow competitor and community member, Justin Petschauer. We want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, all the racers and all those that watched at home. We'll be back next week as the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series heads to the Milwaukee Mile. So for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone at P1 Broadcasting, I'm Gary Gazzo. Thank you for watching. Please have a good night.